Hey guys, and welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. In this video today, we're going to be talking about the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, but from a MiSTer angle. So I'm sure most of you guys, or pretty much all of you guys, are aware with the company Retro Remake, something that Taki is part of. Taki, who's brought us the DE10 Nano alternative in the form of a MiSTer Pi, and most recently the SuperStationOne, which looks like it's heading for prime time. I know there's been some delays, but it looks like the Founders Edition will start shipping very shortly. Now, Taki did tease some stuff, and some of it, or part of it, was a cartridge-based MiSTer FPGA console, or a cartridge console inspired one, the way we've got optical media, a CD drive one, which is the SuperStationOne. Based on the PlayStation 1, we also had a cartridge one. So earlier on over on X, Taki posted this image. So I kind of done the headline here saying the FPGA community is focused on Nintendo 64, but Taki is quietly building the ultimate NES. And that is right, because the Mod Retro was on display at the Portland Retro Gaming or Game Expo, and the Analog 3D, which is still scheduled to come out by the end of the year. It seems like the kind of standalone console focus has shifted there somewhat, at least this weekend. We still do have the SuperStationOne coming out, which, by the way, you still can order this $199, and I think all colors are actually available. But what's really interesting over here is having a look at this. Now, I like the colors here. It looks exciting. It looks blue, and it kind of reminds me of looking down a corridor in something like Star Wars. I know the walls weren't blue there, but it just gives me that kind of vibe. It's a really good picture, and as you can see here on the left hand side, you can see part of a NES controller port. That is indistinguishable. It is exactly that. And over here we've got the power light and part of the power button. So this is really interesting, because previously Taki kind of showed this, which is the two ports, the power and the reset button, the light there, saying that an intern for him was working on this. So what's really cool is, hopefully once the SuperStationOne is out and people are playing it, this is the next one that can come, and this one will be focused on cartridges. Now remember guys, this is a speculation piece. This isn't out yet, but we're going with Taki's track record, where he has delivered the MiSTer Pi. He's delivered thousands of them to happy customers, and most recently the SuperStationOne. So what was interesting here, this is a screenshot I took from a video from an X post, a few layers, but he was showing Mario 64, Super Mario 64, running via a cartridge adapter, like an external one, on the SuperStationOne. So that's a work in progress. Taki's definitely someone that burns candles on both ends. So hopefully with this kind of NES console, I can only imagine the way the SuperStationOne is supporting more media. So the SuperStationOne not only does the PlayStation, it's going to be doing the Sega Saturn, it's going to be doing the Mega CD, it's going to be doing PC Engine CD, with other CD based consoles or computers or whatever being a distinct possibility. So that's interesting here. That's the tweets from earlier, one of them from July, one of them from earlier today. So this is the actual video here, and this is really interesting, where he's running the SuperStationOne on his little portable monitor. I've got one of those, really handy, really cool. And Mario Kart up there is plugged into some kind of external adapter. And Taki over there in the tweet says, I've been messing around with N64 carts on SuperStation. Speed would need to drastically improve to make this practical. So what's going to be interesting over here is when we actually get, or when this goes into production, we can see it. It goes into 3D molding, it goes out, and all of a sudden you've got a console that not is just a NES front loader, but I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that it will take other carts as well. Again, this is just speculation based on what the SuperStationOne has become. Now, to be clear, I wasn't interested in the SuperStationOne. I was like, meh, I like it. I have a few MiSTers already, but do I really need one that's shaped like a PlayStation? But then all of a sudden, the Super Dock starts allowing you to play different systems, and it piqued my interest. That's something that I'm very much so looking forward to. So in the meantime, while everyone is on the N64 bandwagon, because that is the kind of hottest topic at the moment, especially with the M64 being playable, and people have tried it, they've sent me pictures, and everyone spoke positively about the experience that they've had. It's got a great developer behind it. Then you've got the Analog 3D, which is still scheduled to come out this year, but hopefully they won't have another delay. That really will be bad for Analog. Analog need to release this, especially since the mod Retro M64 is outputting 4K at 60 frames per second, which was a key selling point for the analog 3D, and the SuperStationOne, which you can still buy, and it should be coming out soon. That there, and once this is done, I mean, I'm really looking forward to the MiSTer handheld. That is what I want. Taki, that is what I want. Skip all the others, go straight to the handheld, but it doesn't look like it's gonna go in that way. So let me know what you guys kind of think, but it'll be interesting to get like a MiSTer NES that will run your cartridges, because NES is a very popular system. Many people out there absolutely love it. It's their favorite, it's their favorite console of all time. I mean, it's not my favorite console. I did play it, I do like it, but I definitely appreciate the people out there that absolutely love it. And what's really cool now is the MiSTer Coin is absolutely fantastic. I've been running tests on a tool called Accuracy Coin, and even the one via up there tool, without going into unstable cores, just scores maximum marks. So to have a MiSTer in that kind of NES aesthetic, taking your controllers being plugged directly in there, having access to other cores, potentially having access to other cartridge based systems. So just imagine that you can stick your NES cart in there, your Mega Drive cart, your Super Nintendo cart, 32X cart, Game Boy cartridges with adapters. We know Hervieux have shown like the Game Boy running, so we know all this stuff is possible. A lot of stuff is happening in FPGA gaming, and one thing out there that Taki is really kind of improving upon, and that is just getting a lower price for the consumer, and not just doing the same thing where it's cheaper and it's the same item. It's actually innovating within the field, because what Taki's done with the SuperStationOne, he's given it a front end, it's got artwork there, it gives you that kind of emulation type experience when you're looking at front end. So there's stuff happening there. You can plug your PlayStation 1 controllers directly in there with the dock. It's got a snack bypass, so you can use other controllers as snacks. So there's a lot of stuff happening, and naturally the design as well. It's not 3D printed, it's injection molded, which is a difference between night and day. I don't mind 3D printed cases, by the way, guys. I do have some and I really like them, but you can tell the difference between something that's injection molded and something that is 3D. But anyway, guys, do let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on this? Are you excited about this? Are you someone that's bought a SuperStationOne, and is this something you will buy again if it was a NES theme that looked like a NES Mini, or it looked something like a NES? We've only seen parts of it so far, but it looked like a front-loading NES. Is this something you will buy even if you have multiple MiSTers? Or are you someone that doesn't have a MiSTer FPGA and is now thinking, you know what, if they do a NES one, this is one I'll jump on FPGA gaming? Remember, it's not just going to be a NES. If it's a MiSTer, it's gonna have everything the MiSTer has. So you'll have something that looks like a NES, but it's going to play a Sega Saturn as well. So the N64, the Super Nintendo, whatever you kind of want out there. So do let me know what you guys think. I'm always looking forward to whatever Taki brings to the market. To be honest, I look forward to whatever anyone brings to the market. It's interesting stuff for me to try, and it's interesting content for me to cover. Anyway, guys, that was it. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.